What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Tia, and I am back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about relationships. And it's a little dark in here. So I'm going to be talking about relationships. But first, I want to say Happy Mother's Day, early Mother's Day to all of the moms, expecting moms, grandmas, aunts, godmoms, whoever, mom figures all over the world. I want to say Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is tomorrow, so Happy Mother's Day. So back with the video. I want to talk about relationships, and what gave me the idea to talk about it was because I was watching another YouTuber, a famous YouTuber, B Loves, and she and her husband was doing a mukbang together. They were basically feasting together, and they were also giving marriage advice. So, and a lot of the things that they were talking about, I agree with, because lately I see a lot of people. And also what gave me the idea, I saw a post on Facebook a couple of days ago that 2 Chainz and his 20-year girlfriend, his girlfriend of 20 years, finally he proposed. And a lot of people had mixed views about it. Some people were saying that, why did it take so long? And others, like myself, feel like, take your time. And I say this because I'm one that's currently in a relationship and been in this relationship for 13 years, and I love it. It has some rocky roads, and it still does, but I wouldn't trade it in for the world. And people that know that relationships going to have its ups and downs should not be prepared for that, and should know that. So I'm going to give some steps on to have a successful, successful longevity, have longevity in their relationship, whether it's relationship, friendship, whatever. So number one, communication. That is one of the top. Communication. You have to have communication. You have to be prepared for the worst. You have to talk about everything. Like, you can't leave certain things out. You can't be afraid to say what's on your mind to your significant other, and vice versa, just because you're afraid of the reaction. If you are in a relationship, you have to be totally honest. That's another key. Honest, and you have to put your all in the communication. You have to let it all out. It may be hard, but it will help in the long run. You have to have a strong foundation, and to build a strong foundation, your foundation is trust and commitment and communication. Those 3 things is your foundation. And of course, love. So those 4 things are your foundation in a relationship, and then everything will come to play. Sex is not the most important thing in a relationship. It is important, but it's not the most important, because you can have sex and not be in a relationship, or you can be in a relationship and just be strictly a sexual relationship and not have anything else attached. So really, sex is a part of a relationship, but it's not the part, and it's not the most important. But it's good to have a strong sex life, but it's not the most important thing in a relationship. Like I said about honesty, yes, you have to be honest, whether it's good or bad. Everybody has skeletons in their closet. Everybody has faults. I'm one of them. I've cheated on my boyfriend before, and because it was so hard for me to let him know, I told him, and he cheated on me before, and he let me know, and we haven't cheated on each other since. It was back when our first year of our relationship, and he was in college in North Carolina, and I was in college in another state, and of course, we wasn't seeing a lot of each other, and then we were arguing on the phone a lot. And I mean, that college life kind of gets the best of you sometimes. So I mean, it was a one-time thing for him, and for me it was just, I never done nothing like that. So maybe it was just me, trying to sow my wild oats. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. That was the past. We told each other, we forgave each other, we trust each other. That's that. So I would say communication and honesty is tied. It ties together. You have to be totally committed into being honest with your significant other and talk to your significant other about any and everything, whether it's good or bad, hard or easy, whatever. And that's how you grow with one another, and that's how you get to know one another. You have to talk. You learn. And I don't believe, and one thing I don't believe in is, oh, I know everything about my significant other. No, you do not. I don't even know everything about my mom. I don't even know everything about my family, or my friends. That's something, you learn something new about a person every day. People people change over the years. So whatever you used to like when you were little, or enjoy when you were little, you may not enjoy that when you older. So you learn something new every day. You don't know the person 100%. You will never know the person 100%. You may think you do, but you don't, because everybody evolves throughout their lives. And then we all try new things, and we may like those new things. And so you don't know a person 100%. Another one, yes, love. You have, of course, that's given. If you want to be in a relationship, a successful relationship, and a long-term relationship, you have to love the person, be in love. Know the difference between loving someone and being in love. Love is of course an emotion that you want the best for them and you care about them, but you love your family, you love your friends and all of that. But in love is a deeper emotion. It's still love, but it's a deeper emotion. It's like you would do whatever you would just climb the end of the world for this person. You endure their flaws. You endure their flaws. You endure their bad habits and all of that. No matter how much they get on your freaking nerves, you still there. That's being in love. If you're not in love with a person that you're with, then why waste your time? Why waste your time? You have to understand that you're going to have a storm in a relationship, and you have to be prepared to get through the storm. Whether prayer works. Sometimes I pray. Sometimes with prayer, it does get the best of me, because sometimes I feel like my prayers don't be answered when I want, and that's usually the saying. It may not come when you want, but it will come on time. So, but I don't give up. Sometimes I want to, and sometimes I think I am, but I won't. I don't give up. But prayer sometimes helps to get you out of the storm. It does help. I ain't gonna say sometimes it does. It just doesn't help when it sometimes doesn't be answered when you want it, but it helps. Sometimes outside sources, like if you're into counseling, that can be an option. If you have friends that are in long-term relationships or marriages, that helps. Do not get advice from single people, because they don't know. You can listen to their opinion and listen to their advice, but I wouldn't, until you went through it and until you experience it, you really can't tell me what I need or should do in a relationship, because you haven't been through it before. Now, I have friends that are single, and they have given, and I've asked them for advice. I asked just for a second opinion, just to see what they have in store for me, just to see what they're talking about. Sometimes whatever they tell me, it seems some truth. I understand it, and I may like listen, but not to the point where that's my only source, because you're single for a reason, obviously, and not like that, no shade, nothing like that, but you're single and I'm not, and if you have never experienced any of the things that I have and been in a relationship, how can you really tell me what I should do? Because you have to go through it and find solutions for that issue in order for you to help someone else. If you have not done that or gone through that, you're basically giving me empty advice. So those are mainly, in my opinion, the best ways to have a successful, a long-term relationship. Also, if you are religious, I would say put God in your relationship. Talk to God. Like I said, pray. He does hear you. He just may not answer you when you want it, but it'll come on time. And I do have God in my life. It's a struggle sometimes. I mean, I don't go to church every Sunday, but I do talk to him. I do read my daily scriptures of the day. I do thank him for the many blessings that he's given me, and I have realized, I'm sorry, I'm sweating. It is hot today. But I have thanked him, and I have realized that I have neglected the blessings, that the little small things that have came in my life that I neglected because I'm so worried about the big things. And I've realized that at times, and because it can be a lot worse, and it hasn't so far, and I thank the Lord for that. But I do have God in my life. He should be in my life a little bit more. I mean, a lot more. My significant other, he believes in God. I'm working on him, but I don't want to force nothing on him in terms of, shoving religion down his throat or making him go to church, because I want him to do that when he's ready, when he feels it in his spirit that he wants to go to church and that he wants to be want God in his life more than ever. Because the more, I feel as though, and this is from experience, the more someone tries to shove that down your throat or shove that in your life or make you go to church or make you do this, do that, or say this is right, this isn't right, that's going to make them shy away from it even more. Trust, I know, because it happened to me. And when I go to church, it's my choice. It's my choice. It's my decision. It's my choice. It's my decision. And I do it because, it's my choice. And I don't want to do it. And usually I be making the right choices, because when I go, because it's my decision, I always hear the pastor talk about things that I'm going through personally. And it's like, yeah, this was meant for me to be here. But I don't like going to church when somebody on somebody else's terms, or because somebody else said you need to go. Because I'm not genuinely going. I'm going for somebody else. So I really feel as though I prefer him to go because he wants to go. But he does have God in his life. He just needs it more. I feel he needs it more. We both do. He does talk to him. He tells me he does. I mean, I can't say he lying, because I'm not around him 24/7, so I can't say that. But he said he prays to him. He talks to him. He just doesn't go to church often, and he has his personal reasons why, and I can't knock him down for that, because he's not the only one that has those same personal big issues about church. But I'm not getting into that, and I'm going off topic. But like I said, those are the key factors. It may be, of course, it's more, but those, in my opinion, are the key factors into, building a long-term relationship and a healthy relationship and a successful relationship. There are a lot more. I didn't write anything down, so if I would have took the time and wrote it down, I would have had a whole lot more to say. But That's what I have on the top. That's what I have just on the top of my head, and that's what I follow in my relationship.